Hello class. Today we will be moving on and looking into a new topic within minority voices in culture. This video will be introducing how Martin Luther King Jr.'s ideologies have influenced large groups of people over the years. Martin Luther King Jr. has had a very positive influential effect on minority groups all over the world without having direct contact with them. In 1955, Martin Luther King Jr. became a leader of the Montgomery bus boycott. To make a long story short, people of color were expected to sit at the back of the bus and give up their seat for a white person. This boycott lasted an astounding 381 days, where people of color walked or used taxis instead of the buses. The case of bus segregation was taken all the way to the Supreme Court in 1956, where it was decided that it was unconstitutional to make a person of color move and give up their seat for a white person. Another such way he has influenced large groups of minorities over the years is the outcome of the peaceful march from Selma to Montgomery in 1965. The march lasted for 2 weeks in March of 1965, where over 3,000 protesters marched for the removal of restrictions that prevented most African Americans from voting. Following the march, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act into law, which outlawed discriminatory practices such as requiring otherwise qualified voters to pass literacy tests in order to register to vote. These are just a few examples of how an individual can easily influence a large group. Now the point of this is to introduce to you guys an example of the video that I want you guys to make. You will choose an individual who has impacted minority groups from the past or present times and explain and provide examples of how.